Hello, welcome. Thank you
Hi.
for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. I'd like to start with you telling me something about yourself.
Yeah. My name is Bethany Edgel, and I'm interested in applying as an ESL teacher for VIPKid. I actually have extensive experience teaching Chinese students. I taught in China for a few years, and I taught, my average was classes of about 40 kids, but I would also teach in lecture halls with a couple hundred, as well as in small tutoring sessions of just one-on-one or small groups of students, and I've created my own lesson content for each of these. I love to travel. I lived in China as well, and I learned a lot about the country and culture when I was there, and that's helped me to work with my coworkers and just kind of have a better understanding of everyone I'm working with and relate better to my students. I also am learning Mandarin, and I'm currently at an intermediate level with that, and still learning more.
Okay. Can you think of anything else you want to add about yourself?
Yeah, I am currently working with the Las Vegas Zoological Society to bring a world-class zoo to Las Vegas, and it's going great. I love it. It's my passion project.
Excellent. Can you give me an example? Let's see. How about one of your weaknesses first?
Okay, yeah. One of my weaknesses.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll take on more than I can handle at once, and to mitigate that, I've started using a planner to kind of realistically see what can I do in a day, and then a week and a month to kind of get a better idea of how long things are going to take me, and if I should be taking on certain projects all at once, or if I should spread them out more.
Okay, and you find that that's working well for you?
Oh yeah,
That's helping you,
definitely. Yeah.
making that become stronger. Okay, let's have an example of what you would consider one of your strengths.
I'm a quick learner. I picked up Chinese very quickly. I only took a semester of it before going to China, and as soon as I got to the country, I just kind of went out, started meeting people, talking, getting into conversations, just learning how to get around the country with Chinese, and learning how to and just like finding friends and learning having them help me just progress in my abilities.
Okay.
And I've also, yeah, I worked at Hogle Zoo for last year, and I was able to quickly pick up all three kitchens and different restaurant styles that they have there within my first week of working there.
So you worked at different kitchens.
Yeah, there was
What are
kind of
they?
a gourmet restaurant style place, a burger place, and then just more of like a snack based restaurant. All very different in the styles of work they require.
Okay, that sounds great. Um, Give me an example of a time where you've taken initiative.
Yeah. When I first got to China, I was volunteering, and they didn't train us too much before we got to the country. And so I had to learn very quickly what motivates young elementary students to learn, especially when there's a language barrier in the way. And what I found out, like most young kids, these kids, what kept them engaged was lessons with lots of fun pictures to look at, little video clips to show them, and just lots of engaging games that kept them passionate about the material, learning English. And I took the initiative to create just these really well thought out lesson plans. And by doing that, through word of mouth, I was able to get a job at one of China's best schools, Nanjing Foreign Language School, the Shenlin campus, and I was able to get on a position as a full-time teacher there.
Great. Give me an example of where you've worked with a difficult coworker or coworkers.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I am a board member with the Las Vegas Zoological Society, and what we're doing is bringing a world-class zoo to Las Vegas in the next few years. And everyone working on this project right now is a volunteer, so it can be a little difficult sometimes for people to balance their personal lives and school and everything they got going on with this project. And so sometimes the pace will slow down a little bit. And in order to fix that issue, I've found that I'll see who's kind of struggling and what they need to be doing, and I'll meet with that person, just kind of see where they're at with things, what they need my help in, and help them kind of get on a plan with what they want to accomplish that month. I've also created a newsletter to let all the volunteers that we don't see as often know what projects they can get on board with, just to kind of help everyone stay involved and keep the momentum of our project going forward.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
All right. I think I've learned quite a bit from you. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I do. So two of them actually. My first one is just what's your favorite thing about teaching these kids?
I like being able to share with them English. They are really excited to learn.
Yeah.
They really have a love for America, as you've experienced, and they have a fairly good attitude, and they just want to learn more, and they
Yeah.
soak it up. And so it's really fun to see the expressions on their face and to see them just so excited to learn about the things in America, the movies and everything else. And
Yeah, their
I
enthusiasm is pretty contagious.
isn't it? And so that's just really fun, and they still are so willing to learn at that age that I think it's wonderful. What else?
Yeah, also, so what's the biggest challenge you've seen in teaching students with over the internet, but
Okay.
rather than in person?
Yeah, so you've taught with them in person and seen how you still need to keep their attention being up there. It's a little more difficult when it's over,
Yeah.
when you're using technology and it's just a small screen. And then you've got the time change, so that's going to be a
For
challenge as well. You need to find out the best time for them and work with that. And then I would recommend that you have a lot of visuals for them and keep everything short. Don't go on too long because it is going to be harder to keep their attention.
Yeah.
When they're looking at
a
screen as opposed to you being up there in person animated with them. So that's the biggest challenge. I think though you've would do great, and I've learned quite a bit from what you've told me already, and we will make sure that we call you back next week, Bethany. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You bet.